Okay. Oh, great. Okay. Oh. Thank you.
You make that demon.
Partially. Alrighty. Alright, thank you. Hey, Nermurus, what's going on? I forgot about the bats down here. Ew. And then this is my attempt at a corkscrew, but I hadn't figured out exactly how to get it to work yet. So I might have to rethink that part. But all in all, not bad. I've been pretty happy with that. Not bad. Not a bad roller coaster at all. I can't complain. I'm doing okay. Glad to hear you're doing well. Hmm. Maybe instead of trying to actually do like just a straight corkscrew, because as much as I love those parts of roller coasters, it might not actually be feasible to do it in Minecraft. But maybe we can just do like a corkscrew going straight up instead. That might actually work better. I think that might work better. All right. It's not the polish. Where's just the stone? Or where's just the metal? How do I do this? Nope. Frick. Solid iron, block of iron is what I needed. Okay. So I'm thinking instead of this, we'll just make it go really high. Elysium Librarian, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Oh, that, you know what? That chicken's just vibing. We'll just leave him. Hey, Elysium. Oh my god, that just gave me... That gave me an idea. Hold on. So... trying to think how to do it. Hey, there's a horse down there. Maybe we should make it where the horse can get out. There you go. There you go. Ta-da! And, okay. There was a trend on, there's a trend on TikTok where it's like just vibing and it's like, it's things that are just kind of sitting there for forever and it's like, I kind of feel like a good one might be, you know, like how like when you have an animal in a boat and it just stays in the boat. You know? I feel like that might be a good one. But it, like that! Aww. Wait, why isn't it like, wait, does it not show up on my screen as actually having like a body? On my screen it's brown. What do you guys see? Because on my OBS it's showing it as like nothing. That's a sheep. Oh, well nice, Elysium. That's good. Thank you for the follow. Guys, on my, wait, what are you guys seeing? Because on my screen it's a brown sheep. Yeah, it's got nothing. What? That's so weird. Alright, I want to try to like push. No. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, wait, never mind. Oh wait, I need a screen grab. Hold on. How do I don't even remember how to take pictures. Alright, there we go. I only know how to do print screen. I think that's a pretty good one. Stop looking at me. Hold on. I don't know what to do except MS Paint. MS Paint. Paste. Okay, so now we have it saved. It went well. I think I want to replay it. I had so much fun, but I kind of feel like wait, did the game freeze? Did I just kill the game? Did I just kill Minecraft? I think I killed Minecraft. Ah. I can't minimize it. Hey Jesse, I'm okay. Having some issues with Minecraft's being stubborn. That's okay. Oh no, I'm Jesse, it's funny you say that because for well over a decade now my picture on Facebook has been a of a black sheep and it pisses my parents off, but then it's like, well, like
press T or return to open chat.
wait, why is it talking to me? No, stop looking at me. No, no, look away. Pig, do not perceive me. Trying to get a proper screenshot. You're not supposed to perceive me. Look away. No. Look over there. Alright, that's probably as good as I'm gonna get. I didn't think I had touched this text-to-speech on, but if I do, that's fine. I just, you know, didn't think I had it. We're definitely in creative mode. Just FYI, in case somebody was wondering. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do, instead of the corkscrew I was trying to figure out how to make, I think we might just have, like, where you go up super duper high. What do you guys think? Like, make it tunnel really high and maybe, like, I don't know how fast we can get it going. No, this isn't modded. I've almost never played modded Minecraft. It's not an issue of not wanting to, it's just that modded Minecraft can be very, very intimidating, and I'm still, like, not that great at vanilla. I've been a very casual player for years, and I only just got access to my realm again. I didn't think I had it anymore. I thought I was gonna have to start all over again, but apparently we've got it, so that's cool. What do you guys think? Like, should we make this, like, super tight? Like tight? Do you think that'll even work, or is that, like, too much? Because, like, it should be enough to get under, I think. Oh, that might not, well. Yeah, no, that's gonna be too low. Never mind, I gotta make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so we gotta make it... Hey, Laros! Kiki, this is gonna sound really dumb, but I always forget which is which. I think this is... it's whichever one is play together. Which is not Java, I know that, but I don't remember which one's Bedrock. Yeah, Elysium, yeah, that's the thing. It's like, it's such a large learning curve. Like, I was watching my friend earlier, Mr. Joker, and he uses mods, and it's like insane all the things that it could do, but it just was very intimidating. Even just trying to, like, look at and see how things work. And, like, I was part of an SMP server for a little bit, and, like, I mean, I kind of felt pressured to always play on this server, so that was one reason why I kind of stopped. But another reason was that, I just genuinely didn't feel like I knew what I was doing. So I stopped, and I was just like, yeah, I think I need to drop out. And they were very nice about it, but yeah, it was, like, just so intimidating. Alright, how high up do we want this to go? Wait, are we running into the same issue where I'm gonna make this too low? We might be. Of course, we don't actually need that. Well, hold on. I need to see if this will work. Hold on. Am I doing it over again, guys? I think I'm goofing this again. Hold on. Let me see. Wait, why can't I? Okay. Okay, well, first of all, I didn't pay attention to the tracks at all. Good thing this isn't creative. You had a lot of fun. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I gotta be honest. I'm not... Wait, why is this not turning? Oh, it can't... Alright, well, that's problem number one. Okay. Guys, yeah, it's been a long time since I've even worked on this, so I'm a little rusty. Get it? We're working with iron, and I just said I was rusty. Thanks, I'll be here all week. Just kidding. Alright, so how can we get this to turn? Because we got that one to turn. I guess it has to turn like this. Hold on. See, why? Oh, never mind. I know why. Oh my gosh. Okay. Trial by fire. See, I don't know. It's just, it's scary and intimidating, and I don't like feeling stupid. So that's my hang up about it, is I don't like feeling dumb, is all. Okay, so I got this. Okay, we can do that. And then, all right, I might have a pattern down now, but I don't know. Hold on. Good thing I figured out about the corners not being able to be the powered ones. Not like I know what I'm doing. Aw, thank you. I feel dumb. It's just, it's already a learning curve, and in addition to that, I haven't played in a very long time. And then it's especially intimidating to stream it when it's been a while, because then I think people kind of assume, oh, if you're streaming it, then you must be like super duper expert, and I'm like, no, but I'll do my best, you know. Whoops. I think this is okay. Oh, I forgot about those boys. Hello, boys. My sky rays. I forgot about those entirely. I think those are what I voted for at Minecon Earth. That was the year that I was actually there. And I think I voted for those. But I don't remember what the other creatures even were, which makes me feel kind of bad. It's like someone put a lot of effort into into creating the creatures that we have forgotten and are not in the game. Like, that was someone's baby. That was their concept that they created that just died, and nobody cares. I feel bad. All right, so I'm building this, and I'm not even 100% sure that that you can even fit on a cart underneath it. So I'm gonna have to test that before this gets even any worse. So hold on, let's test that out first. We'll test from down here because it's more fun that way. All right, ready? All right, we fit. Awesome. All right, so that'll work. Oh, hey, hey, hey. No. No. Rude. You got the zoomies. And then we had started working on a this big train station. We hadn't finished the top of it. The person that kind of was spearheading that, I'm not even sure if they're really gonna be around much. They haven't been around in a very long time. Which you know, life happens. Like, I'm not like upset about anything. It's just that it was their brainchild, and now if they're not going to be here, I'm kind of wondering what to do with the space, because like I don't want it to just languish. I think that because it gets really laggy when stuff's too close together. So the whole idea originally was just to get it to where you could take a subway and it will get you to a new area, and then you could build an area that was as lag free as possible, and it's a great idea. But now I'm not quite sure what to do with the station. Maybe I just won't. I mean, I don't really have to do anything with it. It does serve a purpose, you know? So maybe I won't do anything with it, decorative-wise. I'm not sure. It just feels a little weird to have it be, like devoid of any sort of cohesive design or decor. I just haven't thought of something to do with it. I had an idea for a different depot. We're gonna make it look like a giant beehive. I thought that was gonna be fun. But it wasn't gonna be that one. Okay, excuse you. I'm working here. No, excuse you. Oops, I messed up. Oop. Okay. It seems they like basically I gave them a roost, I guess. It's a shame that the sun's gonna rise and then you guys aren't gonna make it, and I'm really sorry, because what a weird existence, you know? Like, you just spontaneously like bloop into existence, and then the sun rises and that's it, and then you're done, and you burst into flames and flame out, and that's your whole existence. It's like the opposite of a phoenix. Oh, okay, Chronic, thank you for the lurk. It's good to see you. Have a good day at work. In case anybody's wondering, yes, I'm going to be making this little tunnel ridiculously tall, and then I don't know what else to do with it. I want to make it pretty, but I don't really know what else to do with it. But I will tell you guys right now that this works a lot better than the curly Q I was going to try to do going forward. That didn't work. Aw, I'm sorry, guys. I'll see your brethren next night. I'm sorry. And I'm so sorry. Let's see them flame out. Wow. Oh, that one's a trooper. Look at that. Oh, it's still flamed out. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, other than that, like, I mean, that's the whole idea behind this realm, is just people could just kind of make whatever they wanted. We have a whole temple dedicated to banana bread. Like, there wasn't like some cohesive plan for this place. It was just, hey, you have an idea that you just want to make for no reason? Let's go for it. And originally it was a sub perk. But I'll be honest, guys, I don't have enough subs for that to really be necessary. So I think I'll just have it where whoever wants to join in, like, it's, you know, it's a max of 10 people. But as much as I would love for it to someday be a sub perk, the number of people that support my channel by subscribing is not high enough to warrant blocking other people out to, you know, reserve space. So like if someone's a subscriber, they'll get priority, but you know, it's not the same. There's no need to like gatekeep, I guess, because there's not enough subs, really. And I also have an inherent fear that like nobody's gonna show up. So I'd rather just have it open and like, if you guys would like to join in, I just, you know, kind of the honor system, please don't destroy anybody else's work. You wouldn't want us to do it to yours. But I don't think that we're really a big enough channel right now to get trolls in here destroying people's stuff. But if they do, like, I've got realm backups. So then they'll just be banned from my channel, and then we'll just back up the realm. It's not that hard to reverse it. You know? We've dealt with it before. You know? Like, we've had people that came in and destroyed other people's work, and it was garbage, and it sucked, but all that ended up happening was I learned how to do realm backups, and now it won't be an issue anymore. Alright. Let's see. Whee! They do. They really do suck. Oh, my hedge maze that I worked on for forever. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I want to do yet. And like, I don't know enough about Redstone to like make one of those really, really cool roller coasters like that Beetlejuice one and stuff. I don't know how to do that stuff. I'm sorry. I can try someday, just not today. But guys, look at this maze we made. And then yeah, someone came in from the Nether and that appeared, which is just a really weird place for it, but it's okay. But I was actually really proud of how this turned out. I built that by hand, and this entire maze I built myself. I built it by hands. Or rather, I think, see, now I'm forgetting. I know a couple people jumped in and kind of helped, like, with certain areas. Like, I think that house was somebody's. And then there were a couple people that just helped me fill up the height. But for the most part, and then I think the pyramid was someone else. No, the pyramid was mine. I think the only thing that wasn't mine is this house in the corner. I think. But like, I even figured out how to build this guy. Is he proud of me? It did. It took a very long time. And I thought it would take people a lot longer because the whole point was to start at the entrance. This was the entrance. And there's like different different treasure chests that either had food or had cobwebs or whatever. But the whole point was to like start at the entrance and then find your way to the middle, ring the bell at the wishing well in the center, and then find your way back out again. But you're supposed to try to find a different way back out. Yes, Daytonus. I didn't know what else to put there. I guess like lore-wise, I'm not even technically an artificial intelligence, but you know, I am a VTuber and it's virtual, so I figure people wouldn't argue with it. No worries. Well, thank you for watching an ad. I never see ads on channels that I'm supposed to see ads. I only see channels on ads that I'm subscribed to. Or when I raid. Thank you. When I raid a channel, I will see ads when I try to go in. And that's not supposed to happen, but that's what I get.
Baby. Bye, mommy.
Oh. Yeah, Scar Baby has a fever, guys. So, oh, I'm sorry, Daytonus. Well, thank you for giving me ad revenue. I really appreciate it. Okay. So, okay. I don't know if this is gonna sound dumb. Does anybody know what the temple from Legends of the Hidden Temple actually looks like? Because I think that'd be fun to make in Minecraft, but I don't really remember, except it was way more compact than you would think it would be. But that's all I remember, was that it was just relatively, like, pretty compact. Like, to get between the rooms actually looked pretty awkward. Yeah, Daytona, as far as I'm aware, I get ad revenue, so thank you very much. Alright. Oh, wait. I guess... Okay. You know what? I'm gonna go do it. I feel like I did it right at the beginning of stream, but some of you weren't here when I first started. One of these guys was here when I first started. I don't know why they're all hanging out down here. They're making things awkward and weird. Oh, I'm taking a ride with aw. Okay, bye. It kicked me off. Rude. All right, well now are those alpacas or llamas? Llamas? Taking the roller coaster. I'd really have to like watch old episodes of Legends of the Hidden Temple though. Because otherwise I just don't know how you would like get a feel for what it actually looked like. I mean, I know that, yeah, same, Jesse. I know that there's a difference between alpacas and llamas. I just don't remember what the difference is. I know that you can get alpaca wool, and I don't think you get wool from llamas. What do you get from llamas? Wait, why do people keep llamas? I don't remember. Or I didn't know. I don't know. Whee! I'm so proud of this roller coaster. This roller coaster is my baby. Is it cute? Yeah, I guess so. Alright, so this part's still unfinished. But I suppose I could work on that part too. Alright. No, don't go back down. Oops. Wait, uh-oh. Please tell me there's not like a drowning llama over here. Okay, there's not. There's just a lot of abandoned mine carts. Okay. So I'm remembering now. I think what I wanted to do here was actually like rainbow related. But I wasn't sure how to do it where it would look nice. I wanted to do like rainbow rings that you pass through and that were lit up, but I don't know. I don't remember how to do that. Hmm. And there's this area. That's all black concrete, by the way. Make it look like there's just nothing. So it looked infinite. It's black concrete. So, I don't know why you would do this to somebody, but if you wanted to put somebody into like a sleep or into like a sensory deprivation chamber, put them in a black concrete and take away their tools. Don't do that. It'd be so mean. Don't do that to somebody. But yeah, I'm not quite sure what to do with this part. Wait, is it already nighttime again? Wow, it is. Alright. Incidentally, if anybody would like to join me, you're welcome to. It's a realm where I'm playing on PC, but it's my Xbox account, so whatever that is. Also, if people don't want to join, but you guys just want to watch me play, something I've never done in Minecraft, and I feel like I should still do, is, I haven't beaten Minecraft. And by beaten Minecraft, I mean I've never beaten the Ender Dragon. Never done it. So that's something we can do as well. But like there should be like, oh hello sir. There should be an Ender Dragon here, right? I forgot, why did we trap this chicken? We didn't even name the poor thing, and we just trapped it in pink glass. Really, Jesse? Okay, that makes me feel a bit better. But wait, hold on. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Okay, so if we do Eyes of Ender, right? Oh, wait, how did I... There you go. Okay. Wait, can I not do it in, Wait, what happened? Why are these over here? That's as far as they go? They don't go very far. Right, you're supposed to, like, follow them, aren't you? They're not going anywhere. Wait, how is it, like, okay, I thought the Eyes of Ender, you're supposed to be able to, like, follow them to where the gate is. Because we never figured out where the gate was. Alright, how do we do... Hold on. Beacon. Okay. Wait, it's not gonna light up, is it? Oh no, it'll light up. Okay. Question. Because it's like, it's just kind of going like up and over. So what does that mean? It's not on the top of the roller coaster, I know that much. Is it because I'm in creative? Can it not? I don't know what it's doing. They just keep floating up, but I don't... What just happened? I don't know what just happened. Oh, I broke it. Oh, that's what happened. Alright, okay, maybe I'm just being dumped. Can someone just tell me, like, because I thought it was Eyes of Ender. That, like, it's not Ender Pearls. Ender Pearls, you teleport, right? I'm gonna have to look this up. You think I would know this by now, but I don't remember how to find Ender Gate in Minecraft. Yeah, okay, so method 1 of 5. Hold on. Making Eyes of Ender. Enter the- wait, okay. Kill blazes to collect blaze rods. No, okay, I knew that part. Ender pearls, make Eyes of Ender. Eyes of Ender have the ability to locate end portals and to activate them. You usually need at least 9 Eyes of Ender for this, often more. Craft them using these recipes. Wait, okay. Equip the Eye of Ender and press use while you're holding it. It will float up into the air, then travel a short distance horizontally in the direction of the nearest stronghold. All end portals are found inside strongholds. In the computer version of Minecraft, closest strongholds are at least 1,408 blocks away. The eye event are only work in the overworld, not the nether. Each eye eventer has a 20% chance of breaking each time you use it. The other 80% of the time you can pick it up where it fell. Oh, that's why they say you can use at least 9. Okay, but I don't know what that means with regards to finding this stupid gate. Although I guess we can- wait, how do you do the time? Set sunrise. Okay, so alright, I don't like falling. I'm sorry guys, that was rude. That was rude of me. Alright, so I think that I need to do- wait, should I go into like survival mode? Is that the only way to do it? Okay. Hello? What's up? Okay. Okay, good night. Okay. Good night. This still isn't working. It literally only travels a short distance, huh? Okay, I don't think it matters if we're on creative. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, it broke. Good thing we're on creative. Okay, I do feel like we should probably put down markers. Let's say what direction we're going. Okay. Oh, it broke. That's too bad. Alright, so we're gonna figure this out. At least in this world. I've just never even found an ender gate, so like... or a portal. So it kind of feels like... we should do that. You know? Feels like a good idea. So we're gonna do that. And this is like practice, and then we can try to do it in survival, because making enough ender pearls is gonna suck. Oh man, they're all breaking. Okay. Oh my god, they're all breaking! Okay. How do you get them to like not float straight up in the sky like that? That's so goofy. Alright, so this is what we're doing right now, guys. I just want to find one, okay? Never found one before in the wild. I know we're on creative, so it's kind of like cheating. But I still want to try it. And then we're putting the lanterns so we can try to find our way back home. Because I think that's important. You think that's important? Isn't that something I'm supposed to do? Okay. So weird. Do you imagine like getting like so far away from all your stuff and then it breaks and it's your last one and then you're just like, well, shit. Do you guys imagine? Oh. I guess it goes up so it's easier to see, but I don't like it. Dude, I think that's the dream, Stingy Bear. I think everybody hopes that, honestly. You guys already got lost. Oh, okay. Never mind. Alright, we gotta go over the desert, I guess. Okay. Yeah, I think every game like kind of dreams that they'll have that level of success of like Stardew Valley or Minecraft. Even Stardew Valley pales in comparison to the success of Minecraft. It's a shame that the creator was such an asshole. And if you don't know what I'm talking about that, it's just we just pretend he doesn't exist. Now officially canon is that Minecraft was created by Hatsune Miku. It's amazing that she made this wonderful game for us to enjoy. Man, this seems like this is such, like, how do people do this in survival? This is such a pain in the ass. Oh my god. I see a tower over there. He's just not a good person. And then in fact, what's kind of funny about it is that a lot of the creative choices that have been made since that are why Minecraft has had the financial success it has, like, are all things that he didn't want and went against his wishes. It's kind of like, oh god, George Lucas with Star Wars. Like, the original idea and stuff like that is really, really great, but then as he started to get older, he'd start to have these ideas, and people were like, that's not a good idea to, you know, commercially speaking, you know, and he's like, I don't care, Jar Jar Binks is the best character idea ever, and we've got to have him featured. For Jar Jar. Used as a pawn in George Lucas's schemes. Poor thing. Have we even been to this village? I don't think we have. I mean, there's still like crops that are intact, so I don't think we've been here to destroy things. Interesting. Ooh, and now what? Wait, really? Does that mean it's down here? Or one of them. I know worlds have a bunch. I know it's not just like one. Did we find one that quickly? I mean, under all the sand, of course. Oh, I'm sorry, zombie. I'm sorry. Exposed it. While also being safe. That's actually a really good comparison. I never thought about it that way, but that's pretty accurate. It's like you want to live in a post-apocalyptic world. Sorry, I can't say that correctly. I don't know why I couldn't say that. But have it actually be kind of safe and actually like scary. Like the sound design in this game is phenomenal, so it actually makes it creepy. But you want it to be kind of adorable too. You want your zombie apocalypse to be kind of kawaii as well, right? Does that give you joy, Dehumi? Does that actually like give you like your hit of dopamine? I actually genuinely feel really sorry for you that that's what you've chosen to do with your time. Like, how sad. Guys, can we get F's in chat to pay respects to Dehumi's self-respect? F's in chat to pay respect to the self-respect that was never given a chance to thrive. Just wow. Well, I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, that's how you've chosen to spend your time. I bet that thank you, Tagaby. I bet that person has been doing that for an hour at least. I don't think I'd be the first person that they'd hit. But that's probably somebody that they're too cowardly to go to the big streamers. No. They're gonna do the thing where you search from the bottom of the category and you're gonna go harass people. And like the dumbest fucking thing about it is that like I am lily white. Like I don't know if you could tell that you know, if I think about the sun I might sunburn, but like I'm as white as can be. So, but like I don't know, that person was calling me the N-word. And it's like, I don't know if you know what that even means. It's just, you just know of some slur and you're like, I'm gonna use it as much as possible. And you don't even know what it means. That's just, I mean, I just feel sad for that person because clearly whatever sort of education they're getting is just not working. And I also have sympathy for their teachers and classmates having to deal with them just kind of just being in their presence because they must not be very fun in class either. They'll feast upon the hammer. But yeah, I don't understand why people will like. I've already forgotten your name, by the way. It's gone. It's not. It's gone out of my memory. I have no idea who you are anymore. But you're banned, so it doesn't matter. But like, that's what you chose to do with your time. Like, you poor thing that you don't have anything better to do with your time but that. Wow.
I bother you the video.
With a video?
Yeah.
Sure. It's a duck. It's a duck. I want that as an alert, and I think that has to be the alert if somebody ever comes in here and donates $100 worth of bits again. That's the alert. It's just that whole thing. Okay, I saw that trending on Twitter and I didn't get to see it. Is it as like astounding as it sounded? Wait, what's this? What is this? Okay, can you post that in the memes channel?
Both of those?
Yeah, please. Hey, AJ. She showed that bear who's boss. Oh. Red. Oh man, that's relatable. Alright guys, so I know it's not survival mode. So like this doesn't count, and I know that. So nobody fuss at me. I know it doesn't count because this isn't legit. This is creative mode and all that. But guys, can we just be happy that like what is this that we have found? Look at this. We found a door. Wait, I feel like there. What is that? Is that a spider? That's a spider, guys. Wait, where'd the spider go? Oh, I thought it like creeped around the corner. It didn't. Oh, oops! I broke the door. Uh-oh, guys, we should put the door back. Hold on, I'll fix it. I'll fix it. I swear. Door. Oak door. See, it's fine. We've got this. It's okay. We'll put it here because we don't need these anymore. All right, we'll fix the door. It's fine. See, everything's better. It's fine. Okay. It's been such a long time since I played this. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. What's this way? What are you over here? Hold on, we need some light. I'm gonna put a beacon down because again, we can do that because, you know, it's creative mode. What is all this stuff? Like this place, like this is a fortress, right? Oh, hi. Hi, don't mind me. I'm just sightseeing. Excuse me. Hello. Hello there. I'm just sightseeing. Don't mind me. Alright, the lights tell me that I've been here before. Oh, that's nice. I mean, we don't need any of this, so we can just leave it. Oh, nice. Alright, well, we'll do that. To show that we were in here. Guys, which one is the one that's play together? It's not Java. I don't think. It's the realm that, like, Oh. We did need those again. I forgot already. Okay, hold on. I forgot. Oh, by the way, guys, if I have to cut stream short or something, Scar Baby has a fever. And so if I have to go help Manana with Scar Baby, I will, because he's not feeling well. Oh, guys, we did it. She is currently leading him by the hand around the living room. That does look pretty, doesn't it? Guys, look at that. Doesn't look scary at all. Is it supposed to be scary? Alright, hold on. Wait, hold on. Okay. So that's kind of neat. And we're definitely doing this by that so that we know it's there. And woe to the villager that stumbles upon the door. Whee!
Press B for return to open chat.
Okay. Okay, so we're in creative mode, so like this doesn't matter. But like if you come this far, Guys, how do I get home? Guys, what are you supposed to do to get home? Yeah, I'm on the realm, AJ. I think you... Ooh. Well, I mean, we're in creative mode, so, like... I mean, I could kick that dragon's ass. But I don't think it counts, you know? Is that what you do? You build another portal? Okay, we can do that. Spawn an endermite. What's an endermite? Let's spawn one. What's an endermite? What? Aww. Aw. Aw, poor things. Okay, we'll knock that off. Sorry. Sorry, little endermites. Oh yeah, I forgot about the crying obsidian. Guys, what does crying obsidian do? I don't remember that either. Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. Sorry, little dudes. Hold on. No, you're in the way. Okay. It's like this, right? Is that tall enough? Or is it? No, it needs to be like one taller, doesn't it? Okay. Yeah, no problem, AJ. It's fine. Yeah, I think the crying obsidian is new, but I don't know what it does. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what it does. It might just light up. I don't really know. Whoop. Alright, hold on. I don't even know if it like hurts if you touch it or anything, really. I know nothing about it at all. But that's okay, because we're just gonna... See, endermites, it's okay. You can come this way. Here's safety, this way. Do-do-do. Come on, you can make it. None of them are making it. I feel really bad now. Oh, don't they still get mad if you stare at them? It either cries or make you cry? Wait, what's a respawn anchor? Oh, now I remember. There's another reason I was kind of sour at that SMP server, is that everybody else there had beaten the Ender Dragon except for me. And we went all the way there. And then one of the players knocked me off the platform. And then by the time I found my way back, they had already killed the Ender Dragon and I didn't get to. So I remember now. That was another reason that I was kind of like, yeah, I don't know if I really like playing with this group. It wasn't very welcoming, you know, to be like, hey, so... thought y'all were gonna help me beat it for the first time ever. And they're like, oh yeah, no, we forgot, sorry. And I was like, alright, I'm good. Thanks. Do-do-do. Ta-da. Okay. How do you make a respawn anchor? Yeah, I was pretty upset that day, actually. Respawn anchor. Oh, let's just do this then. Okay. And then I need to set this on fire. I don't remember. It's not called a tinder. What do you call the thing? It's where you have coal and iron. But I don't remember what it's called. It's not spark. Flint, thank you. Or it's flint, not okay, thank you. Oh, did I make it wrong? Must have made it wrong. Hold on. Wait, what's wrong with it? Is it actually too tall? I can't see. It's really dark here. I don't know if you guys noticed. But I thought that was too short. Oh, you just can't make one? Oh, okay. Well, let's like block this off so we don't fall. Wait, so then how are you supposed to get there and back? How do you teleport? Like, 'cause I don't see a way out, do you? Like, do you guys see the portal that we fell through? 'Cause I definitely do not. Yeah, but what if you didn't show up with like enough stuff? Also, I don't know how these things work. Hold on, we're just gonna kill it with a pickaxe, I guess. Alright. Oh, is that what you're supposed to do? Is like when it's connected? Like that? Or something? Is that it? That seems pretty difficult to do. Oh. Those things heal him, but they also explode. Okay. What's he doing down there? Is that his turlet? That is turlet? Alright, we're gonna go. We're gonna go do that. Good thing we're on creative, huh? Oh, he's just staying away from me now. What is he doing down there? Is he eating? He just looks like he's munching. Right? He just looks like he's munching on it. Just flying around that last level flawlessly. I've still never played a Doom game. I'm sorry, guys. Alright, so I'm getting bored. So what we're gonna do here... Oh, hi. Oh. I didn't realize he'd come so close to the middle, but I guess he does. We're just gonna stand here and, arrows. Alright, what kind of arrows are these? Arrow of night vision. I don't need that. That's very loud. Can you... Just a second. I'll be right with you. Just a minute. Okay. Alright, we're good. Where'd he go? I don't see him. Oh. Oh, it's too dark. Am I even doing damage to him there? I don't think I was. There it is. Yeah, no, it might be kind of fun to rip and tear. I don't know. I think Singing Bear is poetic about it. So like, what's it doing? Am I in its innards? And I'm just like, it didn't ask for this. Whoops. Whoa, I just got the sensation that I moved? That was super weird. Oh, I done pissed off one of the... See, this is why I'm like, hey, maybe I'm not ready for this fight. Because I can't hit the dragon to save my life. Literally. There it is. Oh, it's all mad. Use a diamond sword, but I thought a diamond sword was about the same as the pickaxe. I think so, or it's like slightly different, and then like one is more of like you can attack one thing at a time, the other one can be like multiple. Is it weaker? Okay, I'll switch. Hold on. Hold on. If I throw tridents at it? I'll throw tridents at it. That's a pretty good policy, I think. Okay, what about swords? Netherite sword is like even better apparently. So we'll do netherite. Wow, you're so loud! Excuse you. Wait a second. Huh? Weapon of choice! Now that I said that, I can't hit it for shit. Ta-da! So like, and then did it, hold on. A lot of experience that doesn't matter. Okay, so that's how you get back. You had to kill it. What is this up here then? What is this? Guys, what's this? Take the, but how do I take the egg? Hold on. Alright, hold on. We're gonna... No! The egg's gone! Did it take a poop? Alright, hold on. We're just gonna look at eggs. Hold on. Eggs. Dragon egg. You guys ready? Ta-da! Put a torch under it and break box above it. Okay, wait. Okay. Something broke. Torch. Oh my god, thanks for the raid! Hi! How are you? Okay. Torch. Dragon egg. Okay. Torch. Wait. Well, that would have worked. Dragon egg. Like that? Oh, the raid thingy! I forgot. Thank you. Hold on. Hello! Ramen King, how was your stream? I hope it was good. Yeah, that's a lot of, I mean, okay, so I've never actually beaten Minecraft naturally, organically, if you will. I've never beaten it. And we're in the realm, and I was on creative, and so I just wanted to figure it out. Yeah, hop the stream, come on over. You're all welcome. Yeah, so I've never beaten the Ender Dragon, but I wanted to just see what it was like what it took to actually find the portal and everything else. And we did it. We found the portal, but I didn't realize you had to actually kill the guy. Oh yeah, Manan, I can come. What the heck? What is this? Rufio! Rufio! Thank you for the raid, guys. What was that? What is this? And why was it shooting out purple lasers? Was the best outro? Nice. Oh hey! Wait, hold on. I gotta do the thing again. Raid incoming. All right, hop streams. Come on over. Come on over. Hi guys, come on. Welcome. Come on in. Thank you for the raid. How was your stream? Rama, what were you? Wait. Oh, wait. The chocobos, yes. Horse birds, if you will. Hear the ruckus. Thank you for the follow. Look at all those chickens! Exactly. We love chickens on this channel. I need to figure out I need to get like a ping image. We need to get Benedict the chicken on the channel. I just haven't figured it out. You've fulfilled your destiny to become a chicken. Well, I'm really happy that I was able to facilitate that for you. Okay, guys, I'm gonna be right back. Guys, don't go anywhere, please. It's just gonna be a minute. Our toddler has the fever. She's not feeling well, and my partner just managed to get her to she's ready for bed. So I'm gonna go give her a kiss and tell her goodnight. I think we're all chickens. The real chickens were the friends we made along the way. But yeah, I'm not even putting up my break screen. But if my avatar breaks, you guys know it's because I'm not actually sitting here. But I'll be right back. Yeah, but I gotta go tell the sweet baby good night. So I will be right back, guys. Hold on. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Bro, I see. That's okay. I'll fix my back when I come back. I'm back. Back. Can we fix? Or am I still broken? I'm still broken. Oh, okay, I'm back. Well, here's that his own bot. Wait, what happened? Yeah, no, she had like 102 fever, so she doesn't like, even if she doesn't feel good, she normally doesn't have a fever like that. So that was a bit odd, but she's okay. Your bot is a bad bot. Does it listen to Billie Eilish? Okay. So guys, what was this and why was it shooting out purple beams and where did they go? Can anybody answer me? But it looks really cool. I don't know what that was. What is that? Hmm. There's somebody's wondering, I'm eating a brownie, I'm sorry. Wait, why is this still dropping experience? What happened? What? What? Why is it happening? Oh, no wonder they weren't getting mad at me. I forgot I was wearing a dragon head on my on my head. Oh, maybe they still can get mad at me. Never mind. All right, down we go. Whee! Oh, guys, roll credits. Tagging me. Look, roll credits. I think you did, Rufio. It was a purple beam poop fest, I guess. I did it. I won. I did not. Guys, I was cheating. It was on creative. But I've never actually, like, gotten to this point naturally either, so... I did it! I did the thing! Does anybody know, like, because I don't think the Ender Dragon, I don't think it was in the beginning. Like, when did they add this part? You know, sometimes I think I hear the universe and then it's like, nah, that's just gas. I think I can hear the thoughts of the universe and it's like, wait, maybe I'm just hungry. Never mind. I feel like it's cursing at me. Does anybody else get that feeling? I think that they're cursing at me. The game's censoring it because it's family friendly. Wait, Bongle Topper has never done a thing? Who's Bongle Topper? I think so, Rufio. So it's like your brain is just desperate for food, so it starts reaching out to the higher planes of existence for help. It is my tummy. Made from nothing but milk and love. Guys, that's so true. I'm only made from milk and love. The love is solid, but the milk is like about a day away from its expiration date. Oh, thank you, Ruckus. Aww. I love Palicos. And the universe said I love you. Oh, is this game trying to make me cry? Cause like I'm not in the mood for tears right now, guys. Is the game trying to make me cry with existential thoughts? You're the player. Wake up. 5 more minutes. Can I sleep just 5 more minutes? I snoozed my alarm. I'm sorry. I can skip this? Okay, but it's giving me time to eat my brownie, though. So. Wait, one of the game designers is named Art Usher. That's not just someone that works at an art museum? At the art movie theater? This brownie is really good. Man, it's amazing that this entire game was originally created by Hatsune Miku. It's so just amazing. Alright, how do I skip it? Well, that's a lot of Alexanders. Bartosz! Bartosz Bach! That's an awesome name. Oh!
Your home net has been requested. You will return to open chat.
Uh-oh. Wait, guys, wait. What? What happened to my bed? That's some nonsense. Who built these pillars? I don't think it was me. Do I have narrator on? I must. I don't have an issue with it. I don't mind it. Apparently my home bed was obstructed though, so now I don't know how to get home. Uh-oh. What's this? Oh no! Oh no, villagers, no! I will save you with my sword that I definitely did not make on my own. No! There you go. I saved you. Don't worry, my friends. Oh no! Oh no! I saved you. Go away. I don't want to hurt you. To steal all their stuff is payment. I don't need their stuff. I am infinite. I might take care of these guys though. Goofy. Okay. Alright, that doesn't change the fact that I still don't know where I am. And I can't go home. Right?
Yep.
Yeah, guy. Oh no. Oh no, guys! Apparently my bed was destroyed. When? I didn't destroy my bed. Who destroyed my bed? Very rude. Guys, I haven't the foggiest idea where I'm supposed to go now. Because the world is very big and I don't know how to get back. Actually, you know what? Maybe we can solve this. In creative. Although this is a very nice area over here. I guess I could just start rebuilding. Man. No, nobody shit the bed. My bed's gone. I wish somebody had just shit the bed. That would mean it was still there and I could teleport to it, as sneaky as that might be. No, it's gone. It doesn't stand for anything. It's just a J. It's not an initial. It's just J. Kind of like Harry S. Truman. Did you guys know that? That Harry S. Truman didn't actually have a middle name. It was just S. Because he had like two grandfathers that both had their names start with S, so his parents just gave him an S. Yeah, Steven Just J Minecraft. Yep, exactly. Wait, were we just over here? Did I just get turned around and we were just here? Alright, I fear that if nobody that has been previously invited to this realm joins up, I'm never getting home. Guys, I'm scared. Know it? Maybe it would in fact be easier. Wait, hold on. Oh. Put it in the ground. Maybe it'll just be easier to try to find our way to another gate in the Nether. What do you guys think? I think that could be good. Flint and tinned up. Flint and steel. Same thing. Alright, put that away. Okay. Okay, but there's stairs here though, for some reason. Why are... It's fine. It's fine. I got a trident. It's okay. And I see... torches! That means I've come through here, right? Aha! Aha! Progress! Oh my god. It's spawned in. Wait, maybe I'm going the wrong way? No, I'm probably going the wrong way. You should probably like look for a while. Oh my god, I haven't watched that movie in a very long time. Okay. Wait, who does blue fire? How is there blue fire? Is it the soul sand burning? Soul sand burns blue. I forgot about that. I like that. Alright guys, but actually I'm lost. Already. But I saw torches. I thought that meant that somebody had been there. Somebody had to have been there, right? Okay, now I'm even more lost. Oh no. Oh, wait, they're releasing more content? Neat. I didn't know that. Alright, let's try this again. Hold on. Alright, there's where I started. There's some torches that don't go anywhere? That doesn't make any sense. Why are there just some random torches that don't lead anywhere? I always put down torches to lead me somewhere. Is this the way? Yes! Hold on. Wait, I feel like maybe I'm going backwards, but we're still gonna try to go this way because maybe it's progress. Caves and Cliffs update. I forgot about this. This is all Steve's fault. Damn it, Steve! How could you? Rude! Alright, I feel like this tunnel's getting smaller. I know it's not. I know it's just like a forced perspective thing, but I don't like it. Alright, you said it would make me more lost, but maybe not? Maybe. Or now I'm more lost. Hold on. Alright, that wasn't it. Okay. Man, guys, why is it that it's... Dude, why are you down here? Is there anything interesting down here? Oh! More torches? I think I put those, though. And cobblestone. That's something, right? Wait. Alright, what does that mean? What to do? Anything this way? No, I don't think so. Sometimes it do, in fact, be like that. Yep. Wait. I don't know if that's a dumb question, but there's goats in Minecraft? Or are they adding goats? Guys, I'm so mad at everything right now. Why can't I find my way anywhere? This is dumb and rude, and I don't like it. Sorry guys, we're just gonna patrol the lava bed, excuse me. We need to go up. We need to go further! Okay. Guys, I can't go home. It sucks. What wait, there's always a ruckus to be heard. Wait. Wait. What is this? What the? What is this? Gaiji Okami, thank you for the raid. Hello. Ben, thank you for the alert. Okami, how are you? How was your stream? Guys, I'm so lost. Can Tag or AJ, can one of you just log into the game, please? I think you guys still have permission, but I can't find my way home. We'll figure out who destroyed my bed later, but in the meantime, I need to be able to teleport home and I can't. It's very frustrating. I'm okay. No, okay, so here's the story. As summarized as I can get it. So I've been paying the Realm subscription for a very long time. On this one, probably at least 2 years. And for like the past at least year, I couldn't access it. It kept telling me that I did not pay the subscription. And so I needed to resub. But it's made me do that. This would have been the 3rd time, and every time it tells me, oh hey, your subscription expired and you need to resubscribe to be able to access your realm. This would have been the 3rd time, and the past 2 times when I did that, it created a brand new one, and so it, like the other realm was just gone into the ether. We couldn't access it anymore. So I started trying to like track down any sort of customer support from Minecraft, which by the way, like doesn't exist. Like anywhere. I couldn't find it. And then I happened to just try to log back in. AJ, you have an invite. I don't know how to like
Gibby04 join the realm.
Yay! Yeah, right? Okay, so you understand my pain, and then I just happened to like try to log back in and then it let me in. So I guess they were on to me and we're like, uh-oh. Yeah, AJ, I invited you a while back.
Gibby04 is sleeping in a bed.
I guess I can invite you back in a minute. But you were invited. Hold on. Okay, invite. So it's fresh invite. All right, and then hold on. I gotta teleport to Tag because this is ridiculous. Why does this even exist here? Who built this? Okay.
TA Gibby04 left the realm.
No, Tagaby. Oh, Tagaby, don't troll me like this. I'm sad now. I might cry. I don't know how to make my avatar cry, but I might. We might be learning today. Yay! Congratulations! Uh-oh. That's awesome! Well, I hope it was really successful. I hope it went as well as it possibly could have. And choking on a brownie. Congrats on affiliate, that's awesome. Oh, okay. No, it's not a special brownie. Unless, it being loaded with chocolate chips and stuff makes it special, which it kind of does. I'm not even watching what my face is doing. Oh no, what am I doing? I had something I was gonna say, now I don't remember. It's gone. Oh! Guys, does anybody know how I can have my character sit down and cry in despair in Minecraft? Is that something that has to be modded in, or like, do I just not know the command to do it? How do you sit down and just have an existential crisis in Minecraft? You guys know? There's gotta be a way, right? Yeah, Okabe, you should see me trying to drink water. If I don't actually have a straw, if I have a cup, I might as well get a PNG image of, like, you know, like one of those hamster water bottles that goes on their cages. Thank you, Anna. Yay! Oh, I gotta teleport immediately. Hold on, Brownie. Okay, hold on. Teleport self. Okay, give me. I've got Brownie in my mouth. Give me. Hold on. Yay! Thank you.
AJ McMillan joined the realm.
Oh my god, I'm saved! Yeah, I did! And, like, thank you for coming in. Actually, you know what? Because, another long story short, I had COVID last year in the fall, and I have memory issues now because of it. I got that long COVID symptom. So actually, hold on. I'm gonna follow you back. Because that's the thing, too, like, I know that everybody got scattered, with Mixer closing down and stuff like that, and it's really, it's frustrating. So it's like, you know what, like, I'm gonna make sure to, when do you normally stream? I wanna pop in, like, Rufio has been a longtime friend of mine, and I feel like I never catch your streams enough. Like, so it's like, I know who I want to, like, go around and support and hang out with and stuff like that, and it's just a matter of just actually finding when people are live. So I need to, like, really try to catch y'all when you're live. No, Okambi, I'm okay, it's just frustrating. Memory issues are incredibly frustrating because I didn't used to have them, just like I didn't used to have issues with word pronunciation, and now I struggle with some words. So the thing is, like, with COVID and stuff like that, is that a lot of the long-term stuff, they still don't know much. Yeah, I thought so, AJ, because I hadn't seen you live in a while. Wait, that's a door? But that looks so fancy! Okay. Oh, I'm in someone's bedroom? That's invasive. I shouldn't do that. But yeah, no, I'll have to try to catch you. Because that's the thing, too, is, like, I'm open to finding people, and it's like, it doesn't matter if we were particularly close on Mixer. I don't care. I just wanna see people again, and I just wanna, you know, if we weren't friends before, let's be friends now.
AJ McMillan says,
Oh,
can the
cool.
Nerorado say hashtag. Not Scarberry says you are a butt.
I don't know how to turn that off, but I actually kind of like it for accessibility
AJ
reasons.
McMillan says, Sad face.
Sad face. Okay, hold on.
Not Scarberry says, love.
Aww.
AJ McMillan says, uneasy face.
Uneasy face. Oh man. Okami, I don't really. As far as people from Mixer, the only other VTuber that I know of off the top of my head is Pink Knight. But then of course, if it might just be memory issues, I'm just not recalling people that I've seen. But no, and if you just debuted your VTuber, I want to see. So I'm definitely gonna go back and look at your VOD because I want to see. Also, by the way, guys, the realm is open. Like, I mean, it's kind of honor system. Please don't be a troll or anything like that. But if you'd like to join us, it's just a matter of being Xbox friends with me, even though I don't use my Xbox. Spearmint, I don't think I know who that is. I'll have to go meet them too. What?
What?
What? That's Banana. Is it Kick?
Got banned already?
Oh yeah, it was somebody that came in and thought it was funny to spam words.
AJ McMillan says, what the hell?
I don't know. It's always kind of sad. Like, I feel bad. What is wrong with it? Oh my god, it's been a massacre in here. Did you do this?
No. Ow. Nagaby, did you report them?
Oh, I can't see your chat in game. Is it just buggy? I feel like we had those issues for a while. What's a fortune? Oh, I thought it was a fortune cookie. It's not. It's a skeleton on a boat. I am way wrong. Wow. Oh yeah, with trolls. I like.
No, it's from.
Really? Wow.
So like,
Actually, that reminds me now, guys. Do you guys know how to turn on the thing where for people to be able to talk in your chat? It's not just followers only, which people can do. It's where they have to have verified their email address. No, it's okay, Jesse. And Okami, I thank you so much for stopping in and trusting me with your community. I really appreciate it. And I'm definitely gonna go and do my best to catch your stream too. It's good to reconnect and I hope we can be friends. I mean, if nothing else, hell, I want more VTuber friends, because every single YouTube video says like, oh, the VTubing community, it's so open and welcoming and everybody's just so nice to each other. And it's like, no, I see the same sort of suspicious, the suspicions that you're only talking to someone to use them. And then it's like the same thing where it's like where people only talk to people who are bigger than them. And like, it's the same as any other area of streaming. It's no different. So all the people that like, they're like, 600 viewers and they got started like a year ago and they're super huge. I'm like, how did you get people to trust you and support you then? Because now I talk to people, or I try to talk to people, and you either get ignored or you get subtweeted like you're only talking to them because they grew or something. It's like, you grew and then you came across my Twitter feed because you grew. That's how I know who you are. If you hadn't grown, I wouldn't know who you are, so I wouldn't be talking to you. It doesn't necessarily mean that I'm trying to use anybody. I don't want to set follower only, but there's some sort of way that you can set it where people that... It's a way to like cut down on the trolling where it's only accounts that have verified their email address can talk. But I don't know how to do it. I just know that there is a way, because I saw it in passing on Twitter and then didn't bookmark it in any way, shape, or form. So I don't know how to do it. I'll figure it out eventually.
TA Gibby 04 left the realm.
No, Tagabiki's disconnecting. Wait, click? Read that again? that's it. Okay, cool. And that's supposed to cut down on like the hate raids and the trolling and stuff like that. Oh, well, where did you find? Sorry, guys, hold on. Where did you find it? Where is it located? Well,
I'm coming over.
okay.
Chill. Chill the F out.
Ah, okay. I looked so angry too.
Yeah.
The YouTuber looks so mad.
Yeah, your
Tell me where it is.
I didn't realize I took care of the second.
I know. Thank you. Yes. Can you please tell me how to do the thing?
Yes.
I'm a streamer. We need to scream at random times.
That is not the stream.
That's absolutely true. Okay, can you tell me where to find it, please?
I'm in danger.
Rude. Alright.
We already have it.
Oh, okay, cool. So that person had verified their email address?
Yeah, no, they flat out got.
What a nerd. Okay.
They got suspended. That was like an actual account that.
They for some why was it my stream of all streams that just brought so much hate to their heart that they felt the need to.
No, they had that much hate in their heart. What ended up happening?
Maybe it was my rainbow stream.
Twitch is entirely about hate
Mm.
because it's Pride Month.
Mm.
In fact, like any other month, it would be fine. But Twitch has already shot itself in the foot as far as all the tags.
No, well, no, they've gotten a lot better over the past few months, but I think that's because of some new hires that I know about over on the Twitch side. It's that's the thing, Jesse. Like the name is familiar, but I'm missing so much context that like I can't.
I think Jesse Savage.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, the one that goes.
But that's the okay, yeah, but like it's like I can recall names, and sometimes I know exactly. I feel like Ozzy Osbourne, where sometimes I have very specific. I can recall things, and it's like, oh yes, this specific moment at this convention 3 years ago, and then other times it's like it's just gone, and it's never anything personal. I just can't remember. That's not. I mean.
Yeah, I think.
That's right. Okay. Okay, I remember. I remember that. But yeah, it's not necessarily like it's never gonna be malicious for me if I can't remember somebody. It's just genuinely I have memory issues.
It's
So.
only malicious.
So much to the bed. Yes, it's only yes, very much so. It's only malicious against Banana, especially the yelling. Yeah, so it's very frustrating. Trust me. Like, what are they?
AJ McMillan says, sad face.
Maybe not. I don't know. If there's no signature on the back, then no, I haven't submitted them.
Huh.
Okay. Oh my god. Okay, I'm busy streaming. We'll talk about it later.
Not busy streaming.
All right. Well, Taggy B, I don't know why you can't connect, but thank you for rescuing me and allowing me to come home to the mothership. Josie says hi. I would say it with the proper inflections, but you don't want me to yell at you, so I can't.
If you're gonna be this fucking way, I won't bring you chicken nuggets anymore. Alright?
Okay.
You
I know,
go
sorry,
take care of the
Tag.
baby, and I'll stream Minecraft, and I'll dig my pit to hell.
You told me you didn't want to play Minecraft. I
want
offered
to.
this before, and then you said
would
no.
do it to spite you, not for you. Yell at me. Stop it.
Captions aren't working now? Uh-oh. Alright, alright. First things first. Dragon egg. So now what happens? Will that do anything? I don't know what it does. Yeah, that's true. Like, I don't know if people read the fine print on marriage documents, but you're legally bound to not like each other anymore. We didn't read the fine print at first, so we messed up.
No, well, I didn't read the fine print.
It's a cautionary tale. to be honest.
AJ McMillan says so the animal farm is kinda being overrun.
I thought that it was done that way by design. That's why we started having such a big lag issue. Which animal farm are we talking about here? No, that's fine. I think it's fine. I think it's just over. When did the golems start breeding?
Scar, open the door.
Oh my god, Tibbers, come here. Come here, boy. Tibbers! Did he run? Did he just run from you? Or me?
That pointed out.
Oh, hi, Tibbers. Or Tibbers.
Open the door.
Yeah, they've been busy. Another long story short, guys. Some of you guys knew that Tibbers had to get stomach surgery because...
AJ McMillan says gasp there's a fox.
There's a fox. Tibbers, bless his heart, he eats things he's not supposed to, like baby pacifiers and rubber duckies. And so we had to get him stomach surgery, and they removed 11 items from his stomach. Yeah. But then they told us to leave the cone on because he had a, stomach surgery, so we had to leave the cone of shame on. Well, unbeknownst to us, he developed, I don't know if you guys know what a hot spot is. Hot spots are, it's like a skin infection. The best comparison, I think, is like a bed sore for people. Kind of. Yeah, like an infected bed sore. But it was inside the cone. It was under his chin and in the cone, so we couldn't see it. Until it had spread to the point where it was peeking under the part of the cone, like by his neck. And so I got alarmed because, it looked really bad, and then I pulled the cone off and realized exactly how bad it was because it really hurt him. The cone had kind of already grafted to him. So I took him to the emergency vet on Saturday night, and so now he's getting treatment, but I took pictures before they treated him, and I probably should have taken pictures after just to kind of document it, but I can't even send people those pictures because I might as well just send you a picture of one of the Dobermans from Resident Evil, and that's probably easier to look at than how his neck actually looked. It was pretty bad, but he's happy as he can be.
Shaking his head again.
Yeah, he's feeling better. We're getting him the treatment he needs. He's a happy boy now. We've been babying him. He's okay, but it was really scary. I cried a lot because it was it's one of those things where it's we followed the vet's directions to the letter.
AJ McMillan says Tibbers is good BOI.
Yeah, Tibbers a good boy. We followed their directions. They said leave the cone on no matter what. And so now the vet techs are well, how long ago was the surgery? And I was a week. And then they were shocked because they had never seen a hot spot develop like that in such a short amount of time.
You know how when you drink water and you accidentally dribble on yourself? He doesn't accidentally do it, he just drowns himself and got caught in the cone.
Yeah, the cone wasn't just the plastic kind, it was one of the ones, so it kind of stayed damp, and it was just a comedy of errors that yeah. So now the emergency vets were well, I guess we're gonna have to amend our directions for people when we send them home. And he's better now, but we're definitely gonna be a lot more cautious about stuff like that. And then
AJ McMillan says hotspot so I could hook up my phone to Tibbers Wi-Fi.
AJ, stop it. But no, so he's okay. He's here, and he's a happy boy. He's doing okay. He's feeling much better. But it was a rough weekend. So I really was not happy this weekend. It was really hard. But we're good. We're okay now. And he's gonna pull all my cords off because he's getting all excited. He has no chill. Hi, Tibbers. So anyways, so that was our weekend. So it was not fun. And now the toddler has a fever. So it's just one thing after another.
Toddler has a hot spot.
And now all the golems are breeding just indiscriminately.
Dogs,
What is
get up.
this?
Dogs, get up. Dogs, go. No, don't shake your hot shit spot on me. Go.
Hot shit!
Let's go.
Ooh,
Go.
we going down,
You
baby.
guys go this way. Quick.
Oh, straight in a Range Rover. I don't know the words. I'm sorry. I don't know the lyrics there. So yeah, so we've had a weekend.
AJ McMillan says, are golems always hard cause they're made of iron?
AJ, this is a Christian Minecraft server, so. Oh, it is a fox. Look, it's a sleepy baby. So nice. Yeah, we started spawning in a bunch of animals. I'm gonna not say who the people were because I don't know if they're ever gonna come back, and so like I don't want to like come off like I'm shaming anybody. But we did have somebody who spawned so many animals that it basically broke the realm. It made everything lag so hard that we couldn't do it. And even still, like we kind of fixed the issue, but I'm probably gonna have to mandate that anything else that gets built is gonna have to be done through the subway, which I can show you guys now. Oh wait, no, hold on, I gotta show you guys this because this is one of my favorite things that somebody built. This is one of my favorite things, and it's so appropriate for Pride Month. So hold on, we gotta go check it out. Give me a second. And then we'll take the subway train, and then are you guys ready? Whee! Ta-da! Anyway, we'll take the subway. It's over here, and then anything new that gets built has to, like, I guess if people want to do like small things to update their houses, but that's it. Like, it's got to be something small. It can't be anything too involved. We need a cart. Why would you want a minecart with TNT? I'm just curious.
What?
So many reasons. So many reasons. Okay. Okay. You guys ready? Whee! Alright. This is gonna be like a minute and a half, I think. But we have this tunnel system. We have our subway system that we started. And it's going to like basically like a Grand Central Station, and then we were gonna have tunnels that branched off from there. And I think we've been working on 2 tunnels.
McMillan says minecart goes
Not sponsored by Subway. And guys, that's how Popeye laughs. I don't know if you guys knew that. Hi. Hi, Mike. But anyway, so we're gonna be in the Grand Central Station. We had an idea to make another station somewhere else, another hub, and we're gonna make it look like a beehive and set loose a bunch of bees in there. But we haven't gotten there yet. So it's just a matter of we need to spread out what we're building in this realm, otherwise it's just gonna lag too bad. The hub! But I'm not gonna pretend like I don't have selfish reasons for hoping that people start to use the new areas, because my roller coaster that I spent so much time on and worked really hard on, I can't, it lags now. Which makes me really sad because I worked really hard on it, but now it lags. And so, okay, so we got our blue tunnel over there and we got our green tunnel. And these tunnels, like, we probably eventually will widen that one so it'll follow, you know, like traffic laws, US traffic laws. But that one's just a single lane one for now. And then we even did it where we timed how far it was to the end. So it's gonna take us a minute. It would tag me, but that's the thing too, is like, I don't want to demolish things right away. I kind of want to give people a chance to kind of come back to kind of like lay claim to what ones they want to keep. I don't want to demolish something and then have someone come back to the community and be like all excited, like, oh, the realm's back, let me go work on my stuff, and then it turns out we demolished it. You know, like that would suck, and I know how that would make me feel, so I don't want to do that to somebody else. So I think you know what? I think we'll give it the month. We'll give it the month of Pride, and if those people haven't come back in a month, then we'll clear their areas. And I'm okay with that because we have plenty of realm to go around, you know.
AJ McMillan says my brick chamber got demolished and I'm sad.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Your little love motel for the villagers. Wait, who demolished it? That's new to me. But then somebody demolished my bed too, and I didn't know who did that either. Oh no, my cat! Oh, kitty! Oh wait, I think that's my cat. Aww. Hi, sweetie. Yeah, Scar Cat. I didn't even know you were down here. Where have you been, boy? Okay. Adventuring, apparently. Alright, so this is like, we did the tunnel to the ocean on this side. I did want to make like an underground base. So we can actually start on that. We'll come back here, but I wanted, whoop, I don't want to land on my cat. That's just rude. Alright, kitty, you want to follow now? Oh, there we go. You want to, meow, okay. Come follow! Teleporting kitty! Let's go! Alright. I'll show you guys the green line and then we'll come back here and we can actually start working on an underground or an underwater base. Because I wanted to have like a glass roof and everything. I want it to be like those fancy hotels where your room's underwater and you can see all the fish. Yeah, Scar Cat was doing the best job guarding that tunnel, and I feel so bad that it took me this long to come back. I'm sorry, Scar Cat. Oh, what else? Oh, updates for the Story of Seasons world, guys. We found an alpaca. We named them Lunch. Alpaca Lunch. We got a sheep. A sheep turned up. What did I name the sheep? I forget what I named the sheep now. Oh, that's weird. Oh, okay. I'd have to look. I forgot what I named the sheep. And then there's a horse, but we can't tame the horse because I haven't been able to fix.
AJ McMillan says Scar Cat be like, haha, my owner will totally come back for me, a slow scare cat, sad cat meows.
Oh no! I'm awful. Wait, Rail. Okay, I couldn't remember what it was called. Called Rails. Okay. Alright, that works out though. Alright, so we're back here, and I'll show you guys the other line. Whoa. But yeah, there was a natural river going through this area that we didn't discover until we had started, like, really demolishing. Actually, wait, guys, I don't remember what, oh wait, never mind, I don't have to, but I don't remember what the trick is for when you want to just copy a brick.
AJ McMillan says, can I make a weed farm on the server?
Absolutely. All right, but there's this natural river, so we basically incorporated that into the design. Hey, buddy. All right, we incorporated that into the design of the hub, so that we just basically mapped. Oh, what happened here? What happened to the water? That's weird. Anyway. Ta-da! So it mapped the river. Alright.
AJ McMillan says,
water.
okay, tag bet.
Exactly 420 blocks. Yep. That sounds legit. Okay. Alright, wait, no, I don't need this. How do I, what happened here? Why is this? Night. Why is this so broken? I don't know what happened to it, why it's broken like that. That's okay, I don't think I can fix it. Whoop. Ta-da! Okay. Place Broxton.
AJ
Oh, I
McMillan
can do
says
that.
water in Bedrock Minecraft is broken as hell.
Alright, we're just- wait, hold on. No, I want to demonstrate exactly how long these tunnels are, because we timed them, and it's awesome. I'm very proud of it. So it's actually just- it's a full minute. Over a full minute just riding on the rails. Hi, Tibbers. Good boy. But this was a group effort. We worked really hard on this. Middle click! Thank you, Vike. Yeah, I couldn't remember for the life of me. Do-do-do! We tried to-
McMillan says, I wonder if this guy can sing.
What guy? I forget what that was. There.
AJ McMillan says Chatman.
Chetman. Like Scatman? Alright, so this is as far as it's gotten so far. Okay, possible upward point. Okay, yeah, I remember now because it was really open and there's that formation over there. And like just a lot of more open space, which was good for good for building to have that open space. All right, I forget what was over here. I want to go see what it was. I think I have a skeleton horse up there, but I'm not sure. We shall see. And then after this, we'll go...
AJ McMillan says Korink has the audacity to build himself a castle.
What do you mean? It was a gorgeous castle. No, Chronic can build a castle. Chronic absolutely can have... Yeah, my horse! Guys, it's my horse! With a buddy, apparently. Look at our horses! I think mine was named Jack Skellington, but I'm not 100% sure on that. It was either Skelly or Jack Skellington. Look at our horses! So that's why we had that one marked. I remember now. I remember. Okay, let's go back and fix the... Let's go fix the water because that was bothering me. And then we'll go and make an we'll start on the underwater base. We can do that. I need to place a bed anyway, so I have somewhere to sleep. Up.
AJ McMillan is
Oh,
sleeping
no.
in a bed.
There you go.
Skip to dawn. All players need to.
Sorry. Alright, I gotta fix what I broke. Alright, we can put away the dragon eggs, I guess. Alright. There's no bed for me to sleep in!
AJ McMillan says I'm being chased by demons.
What demons? What are you
AJ
talking
McMillan
about?
says sleep. AJ McMillan says PLS.
Oh my god. Alright, hold on! Put it over here. Okay. Alright, you guys ready? Ready for the bed? Beds. Alright. Pink. Pink bed. Ta-da! Okay, I'm sleeping in a bed. What demons are chasing you, though? I mean, besides the drowned ones, because I just heard one. Alright, let me go back up here. There it is. Whoop.
AJ McMillan says the flying ones.
Oh. I don't remember what those are called. I just call them sky
AJ
rays.
McMillan says phantoms.
They're called phantoms. I like sky stingrays. Alright, let's go fix this. We do need a block, though. We'll just use sea lanterns. Why not? That should fix it, right? Oh no, that made it worse! Alright, hold on. We just need glass, right? Glass. Oh, you have to put it like next to it? Okay. That's one, kinda.
AJ McMillan says can't spell glass without or it'll just be GL.
AJ, stop it! Right? Something like this? Yeah, it's just trial and error. Like, I can't act like I know what I'm doing here.
AJ McMillan says I like how he speaks though.
That's fair. Oh, that does remind me though, eventually we're gonna have to have like an actual voice for Benedict the chicken, guys. I have an idea for content.
AJ McMillan says I forgot I made a bathroom on the server.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I appreciated it. Yeah, this is a bit of a pain in the ass.
AJ McMillan says or a half of a restaurant.
Half a restaurant. Okay. Okay. So we'll fix this as best I know how to. It's still not great because like you still have currents and like they don't work like river currents. It's not the same. Like the rivers actually don't really have a current, do they? That's pretty good, right? Because it's supposed to just be flat. Like it's not supposed to have all these currents running back and forth, but it does. Here we are. Right? Oh, oops. Didn't know that we had caused a leak. Oops. I like that I'm breaking glass with more glass. I know to like completely flatten out, but that's so much. It's fine for now. If I ever feel like nitpicking it later, I will, but I don't want to keep working on it here. Right. Ta-da! And then there's this one. Ta-da! We did it! It's all fixed. Do-do-do. Okay. So we're gonna go back to the beach on the other side. This way. This place still has like the cave sounds. I don't like it. It's really scary. Guys, thanks for being here tonight. I really appreciate it.
AJ McMillan says Captons on stream are still not working BTW.
Ooh, thank you. It's because I don't have it as like the highest most screen. I need to just I need to just put in the plugin for OBS. I just keep forgetting. So web capture it is. Thank you. Tagaby! Do.
AJ McMillan says OMG it's Gibby from iCarly.
Gibby's awesome. Yeah. And anybody else, if you want an invite to the realm, let me know. Please let me know so I can invite you. On Xbox, my user Scarberry was taken, so my username is not Scarberry. No spaces. Just FYI. Aw, okay, Anna. That's okay.
AJ McMillan says Scarberry is the imposter.
This is true. I am the imposter. And I like pasta. Okay.
AJ McMillan says impasta.
Impasta. Mm-hmm. Whoops. Good thing the glass is infinite. Otherwise I might be upset by what I just did. Okay. I don't know if it's apparent what I'm gonna be doing with this part. But I wanna kind of make like stairs down and like a long tunnel, and then like maybe like you can see like the top of the dome like way out here or something. Right? I think that'd be cool. Dolphins! We can spawn in a whole bunch of animals because creative mode is pretty neat.
AJ McMillan says I found Gibby's mine shaft.
Wait, mine shafts? Wait, Tagaby, you have another mine shaft? Okay. What flooring should we have, do you think? I don't think the floor should be glass. I feel like the floor should be some...
McMillan says holy iron
Oh.
Batman.
Oh, from the before time, the long ago. Yes. Okay. Oh, I want to do a crimson door. Okay, hold on. Let's see. What other pretty floors can we have? What do you guys think? Should we do diamond floors? Because we can? Or should we do emerald floors? Or should we do patterns? Hmm. Let's see. Warped Hyphic kind of looks neat. What's it made out of? Oh, good night, Anna. Thanks so much for hanging out. Right, let's see what this looks like. I don't know, that kind of sounds squishy. What do you guys think? Sounds a little squishier than I intend. Blackstone? Maybe. We'll just do this one for now. Alright. I would like to... We can get rid of these, that's fine. I need sand. Just the regular sand, because I don't like leaving...
McMillan says found your house scar.
Oh, yay! Thank you. Oh. Alright, so for at least this part, I kind of feel like maybe...
AJ McMillan says bed is still here, which is odd.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal was with that. I think it lied. Daddy Taylor, thank you for the follow. Hello. I hope you're having a good day. Actually... Let's make this double thick. Right?
AJ McMillan says hello Daddy Taylor.
And I like things in threes, so we're gonna make it 3 wide. Not because it necessarily means anything. I just like it. It's a good number.
AJ McMillan says
How many steps down is that? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
AJ McMillan says there's a villager sleeping
6.
on the floor here.
Sounds about right. Is that 7? There's like an underwater ravine down here. Neat.
TA Gibby 04 left the round.
No! Take a look at your profile. Wait, on Xbox?
AJ McMillan says, sad face, Gibby left.
It's offline. I don't know how to do that. I know that sounds probably pretty dumb. Okay, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8.
AJ McMillan says who made the heart?
I don't remember. I think that was Izzy. I can't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 steps down. Gotta make it 13. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Did I make it one too many? Hold on.
TA Gibby04 joined the realm.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I did that for a reason. It's not just because it's the number 13 and we're edgy. It's because stairs are actually a lot of times either 13 or 14 steps. I don't know if you guys ever
AJ
noticed
McMillan
that.
says there's a big person over by the rocket.
Oh yeah, someone just built a present. It was kind of neat.
AJ McMillan says there's gifts inside it.
Wait, are there? Huh. I didn't know that. So when I'm done, hit escape and click your name. You're my friend.
AJ McMillan says one is for you.
Aw. Click on mute. Well, why? What did that do?
TA Gibby04 says can you see me now? AJ McMillan says yes.
Aha! Aha what?
AJ McMillan says Oscar had tag mud.
Oh. Okay, sorry. Sorry. I didn't do it on purpose. I didn't.
TA Gibby04 says I have a voice.
He speaks! I didn't mute him on purpose. That would be mean. Why would I do that? You're in the way, zombie.
AJ McMillan says why do you sound like me, bro?
You guys sound exactly the same.
TA Gibby04 says because we're brothers, bro.
Bro. I like that it paused. I like how long the comma pause is. Because we are brothers. Bro. Okay, well, I swear I wasn't muting you on purpose, okay?
I bet.
It was probably sabotage. It was probably
AJ
banana.
McMillan says Gibby is my brother. Shock.
What's wrong with you?
It's probably banana. He was meeting you.
TA Gibby04 says from another mother.
I don't hate you.
Then why are you accusing me of something awful?
So it wasn't you? It's true. I do that on my own. Okay. Oh no, the zombie is on fire. When you're so close to the water, zombie, you could just come over
AJ
here.
McMillan says epic.
What's enabled or disabled? Yeah, it's not that they're not the best. But I swear I wouldn't have had you on mute if I had known that's what the problem was. I would have fixed it. Bro. Bro. Alright. So how do you actually, like, drain an area like this is what I'm wondering. Does anybody know? By the way, guys.
AJ McMillan says sponges.
Ooh, AJ, I forgot about those. Thank you. Holy cow, completely forgot about sponges. You are right.
TA Gibby04 says I don't think Op 1620 is going to come back for his garden.
I don't think so either. You're probably right. Excuse me, little fishy. Can you not be there?
AJ McMillan says who is that?
That's a good question. That's kind of the point, isn't it? That we don't know who they are. There we go.
TA Gibby04 says someone from the long ago.
Before time. But yeah, that's the thing is, like, if people that were part of the community before want to come back, by all means, they can have their stuff. But there's some people we haven't seen in probably years. Or we saw them for like one day and they built something and put up a sign that said, "Don't touch!" And we're like, okay. And then they never came back. It's like, okay. Their plot of land in this realm will be passed down to their kin someday in their will and testament. Oh, we did it. Okay. Wait, should I have made that one taller? I actually feel like maybe I should have made this a little bit taller. Yep, I think it should be one taller so that you're not really obstructed heading down. Because right now it's kind of... You bonk your head on the glass, and I don't like that so much. You know? I'd rather you didn't bonk your noggin.
AJ McMillan says what you know about rolling down in the deep.
Wait! Isn't there a way to go? Wait, no. I think hold on. I think I'm thinking a completely different game. I think I'm thinking of Subnautica. But isn't there, like, some way to travel really fast underwater? I don't know if that's in this game, though. Or if it's just Subnautica that I'm thinking of. By the way, guys. I have my Ring Fit Adventure. It's here. But I am going to wait until the kids are... they're gonna be gone for a couple weeks this summer. I'm gonna wait until they're gone to do the Ode Ring Fit Adventure Week. And guys, we currently have a goal of $100.
Says I am tots excited for Ring Fit.
We have a goal of $100 for Trans Law Center. But if we raise $500, I will play Subnautica for a whole week because that game terrifies me.
Also, if you guys want, I can play Ring Fit on after her and kick her ass.
That's just mean. Why would you shatter my confidence like that?
It'll just make you try harder.
No, it won't. It'll just make me cry.
Make you cry harder.
So mean.
Which will then make you try harder.
No, it won't. It'll just make me cry.
It should.
Have you met me?
I don't know.
Yeah, if we raise $500 for Trans Law Center during this month, I will play Subnautica for a whole week. Which is a lot, because out of all the games I play, Subnautica is one of the ones that scares me the worst.
AJ McMillan says I want to see Scar play Subnautica.
Subnautica. Where, like, even just the very beginning part of Subnautica, I've tried to play it on stream and just couldn't do it. It scared the shit out of me, so... that is the commitment I'm making for this cause. Is that a game that scares me even worse than a lot of zombie games.
AJ McMillan says can't you change his voice in settings?
Can you? Can you?
AJ McMillan says that would be Pog if you can.
It would be Pog. Poggies! Poggies! Poorly played version, we will. Does it really? Yeah, if we raise $1,000, then Banana will absolutely put me to shame at Ring Fit Adventures. If you guys really want to see me cry that bad.
You want to see her shame.
But also we'll do a...
AJ McMillan says what is Rinfit?
But we'll also have him, I'll do his makeup.
Why do I have to have
And post in the Discord. He'll look very pretty.
Why do you put me in makeup so much?
Because, I mean, it can't just be me suffering.
It can't entirely be you suffering,
04
'cause
says it's an
raising
exercise
money
game
for
from
charity.
Nintendo.
I'm just helping out.
A real good one, bro.
Bro. Oh my god, that dries out the area so good! Look
AJ
at that.
McMillan says Manana in makeup would be pretty.
He would be pretty. Oh, it's dark. Oh, it's dark. Hold on.
TA Gibby 04 says can confirm. He is pretty in makeup.
Raven, thank you for the follow. Okay. Alright, so we got that going. We need lights.
AJ McMillan says Will Ranman from Rayman Adventures.
Put some falsies on him? No, he's got really sensitive eyes, so I don't think I would go that far.
But me?
Yeah, I don't think I could put false lashes on you.
We tried.
Yeah. Well, maybe the magnet ones? Not the ones that were like with the magnet eyeliner. The ones that are just the eyelashes themselves are magnets to other eyelashes. Maybe. Alright, we're underwater, we need sea lanterns, we need spooky lights. Or sea pickles. Really both. What is the heart of the sea? I don't remember. Okay, that's much better. Being able to see. Alright, we're gonna put some sea cucumbers down. You can put them... I didn't know you can make them that many. We're not, though. We're gonna do 3, because I like the number 3. It's my favorite number.
AJ McMillan says heart of the sea makes so you can feel it and breath underwater better.
Oh, well... We don't need that right now, though. Whoop! I broke it. Oops. Right? Those are supposed to glow, aren't they?
AJ McMillan says pretty sure it helps you see better as well.
Okay. Let's see. We will put this... That too many? That might be too many. I don't know. I don't think you can have too well lit of a walkway, though. The fish is really interested in whatever I'm building here. It's very curious. Go. Alright. So that should keep
AJ
it
McMillan
lit,
says,
right?
I wonder how long this villager on the
Haha,
Christmas tree
forgot
has
about
been
that
up here
villager!
for.
Alright, good night, Jesse. Have a good night. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. I really appreciate it. Also, I see what you did there.
TA Gibby 04 says a very
long time,
very
yeah.
long time.
Mm-hmm.
AJ McMillan says poor guy. TA Gibby 04 says he knows what he did.
Okay. Bubbles! I forgot they do that. We need to do more of those. I'll put down more bubbles around it. I forgot that the bubbles, the magma rocks underwater do that. I love the way the bubbles look. They're so pretty. Bubbles! Wait, why did I get rid of the glass? Why did I do such a thing? Glass. Okay, we can probably get rid of the sand for now. I'm not getting rid of the trident, we need it.
Says cause your Scarberry.
You know what? I feel attacked. Alright, this part might be a little bit faster to build.
AJ McMillan says Jeb is missing.
Oh,
sad face.
What happened to Jeb? Oh, before I forgot to finish what I was saying, but there's a show, an anime on Netflix that there's only one season, but I really enjoyed it. High Rise Invasion. Has anybody else watched that? I really liked it. It's very fan servicey. But I thought the characters were really nice. I think they did a good job with the character development. The main character girl is very silly.
TA Gibby 04 says what's it about?
So the premise is that
AJ McMillan says anime.
It's about anime. The premise is that a high school girl wakes up and suddenly, like, she was in class and then all of a sudden she is at the top of a high-rise building and she doesn't know where she is. And she gets a call from her brother, who is also trapped there, and he tells her that he's gonna come get her, just stay safe until then. And then you find out that there's like, there's other people trapped there, and then there's masks. And masks are people that attack them. And I don't want to tell more about the story from there. But the high-rise invasion, it's that they're basically transported to this world that's supposed to cause them to despair. So they're stuck on the roofs of these high-rises, and they the only way to move around is by rope bridges between the buildings, or if they despair, they can jump off. And yeah, so it can get it's pretty as far as animes go, it's pretty gory. But it also does like fan servicey stuff. It's just it's like cute, but also like really kind of like, for an anime, it's pretty gory. Oh no, I messed up! Dang it. Okay. But I liked it a lot. I thought it was a lot of fun to watch. It's just on Netflix. I mean, I haven't checked to see if there's a manga of it, but on Netflix
AJ
there's
McMillan
only.
says you're Scarberry, you mess up a lot, JK.
Is it a Netflix?
I don't know. It just said a Netflix. I don't know if it said an original. I don't remember.
Depends on if it's.
TA Gibby 04 says will you it.
Yeah, I'd have to look. But I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun watch. I enjoyed it a lot more than the Army of the Dead show that everybody was like, it's so good, you need to watch it. That one just drags, and I found it very
AJ
boring.
McMillan says why did he say will you it like that?
Cause you say I mess up a lot. It's rude. Don't need to be so loud with the truth. It's rude. Okay. Oops.
AJ McMillan says I still haven't watched Army of the Dead.
I got part of the way into it, and it's like I just like they're in like a hallway filled with hibernating zombies, and I just can't. I mean, I felt claustrophobic first
AJ
of all.
McMillan says I like Zack Snyder.
It's a
but
movie.
some
It's
of
called
his
Army of the
movies are
Dead.
bad.
That is very fan servicey. Army of the Dead is like live action actors though. You yes. You can.
Why don't we?
All right, guys. I think I know what I want. Wait, is that like that looks like an underwater river, but
AJ
it's
McMillan
not.
says Zack Snyder is great with the camera, but when it comes to writing movies, he's not that great.
Well, it's like the acting and everything's pretty good in it too. It's just I got bored. I don't know. I got bored, and then they were in a hallway filled with a bunch of hibernating zombies, and I got really claustrophobic, and it's like, I don't know. If I want claustrophobia, there's other things I could definitely watch instead, you know? Alright, I think I want to come this far?
TA04 says bold of him to combine a heist film with a zombie film.
Yeah,
I
no,
respect that.
yeah, it's like, it's an interesting concept. It's just, it's not for me. Wait, what am I doing? Hold on. I'll do that. Oh, it keeps trying to pull me down. I was like, why is it making that noise? Probably because it's something I did. You know what we need to do? I saw it in a Dominic Evans, who's another streamer and plays Minecraft.
He has great ideas, but some of his ideas are really weird, like some of his Justice League ideas were really weird.
But they did like a glass enclosed train that just kind of circled their whole island that they were building stuff, and I feel like we could do the same thing. Like, we have the central subway system, but I just think it'd be kind of fun to just kind of make a track that goes around the outside of everything. And the whole purpose of it is it's just supposed to be pretty. Like, you just go around and it's just pretty to look at.
Gibby04 says I heard that as Just Lick League. Great hashtag parody title.
Oh god, now there's a porn of it. It already exists. You spoke it into existence, Tag. And now it exists. Okay. Do. Yeah, I had a lot of fun watching High Rise Invasion. I was pretty impressed by it. Like it's silly. Like it's not like a super not nearly as silly as JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but it definitely has like a similar sense of humor to me.
Superman died in BVS.
Wait, but why? That is what? But that doesn't even. That doesn't even make sense. Why would you do that? All right. Ta-da! Okie dokie. All right, I don't know what to do with the end of that hallway. So for now, we'll probably just close it up, I guess. It's not that I necessarily want it to be like the end of a hallway, but like.
AJ McMillan says Lois was Regent doing Justice League, and there was this whole thing that for some horrid reason he was gonna make Superman's son the next Batman.
But wait, what? Yeah, I don't understand that. That's so weird. All right. For now.
TA Gibby04 says Batman with superpowers. That's terrifying.
Yeah, okay. Here. Small J Simpson, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. Appreciate you being here. All right. Okay. Let's do this.
AJ McMillan says tag you have a plan skin.
A plan skin.
TA Gibby04 says my skin is glorious. AJ McMillan says why are you Alex though?
Why not? What's wrong with Alex? Oh no, there's a fish in here. No. Oh no. Oh shit. Go out. Get. Okay. No, there's another one. Oh shoot. Do you need, hold on. There you go. Okay, is there any more trapped in here? Oh my god, there's so many trapped in here with me.
ST4Rs.
I feel so bad. This is what we're doing now.
TA Gibby04 says ST4R. Now that's a name I've not heard in quite some time.
Stars! Incidentally, when do you guys want me to play Resident Evil 7? By the way. I hadn't forgotten. Okay, little fishy.
TA Gibby04 says now.
Can you go
Right
down?
now.
Fishy.
Stop everything and
There.
play it now. TA Gibby04 says or later.
Oh, you troll. Oh, no. Oh, fishy, I'm sorry. Can you guys get out, please? Go down. Go out. Please. There you go. That's one out. They're both out! I don't know why I care so much about not even real creatures, but I did not want them to die because of me
McMillan says, I
clearing
wonder
this
if
place
you would
out.
be able to solve the puzzles after watching all my VODs.
Oh, I guarantee that watching your VODs definitely helped me out, AJ. If nothing else, just figuring out where to go. I feel like the part with the mom is really confusing if you're not sure where to go. Because it ends up, a lot of those, like, outside walkways look the exact same. Guys, look at that! Look at that! We got a soggy walkway! We did it! That's something! Look at that! Do-do-do! And then it comes to the end, and then that's gonna be a new way to go. But we can, hold on. Do that. Because look at all this area we have to build basically like a fortress over here. Our fortress of solitude, if you will. Look at that. Okay, well I didn't say you had to.
AJ McMillan says, ha 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 ha.
No need y'all mocking me, okay?
TA Gibby04 says there are golems at my house. What do?
I mean, do you want the golems or do you want to get rid of them? Because, like, you don't have to keep the golems if you don't want
AJ
them.
McMillan says time to mutter.
Time to murder.
AJ McMillan says murder.
Well, you don't have to keep them if you don't want.
TA Gibby04 says I'm so sorry, my lovelies.
Oh no!
AJ McMillan says so many cats and birds over here.
Oh, that was weird. I thought that was a creature. It's not. It's just the texture underwater. It's the salt in the salt water. That's weird. All right. Let us... Okay. We blocked the salmon. Good. Oh, what is with these fish and like trying to get into spots they're not supposed to be? It's annoying. All right. Can I do this?
AJ McMillan says what is this?
Can I do it from this
AJ
side?
McMillan says why is it here?
Okay. Wait, what is what? Why is what? Where? What happened?
AJ McMillan says I don't know how to explain it.
We have a pressure room. Check that out. Now that I've done all of this, I'm not sure I like this flooring. We can always swap it out later. I don't need to do that right now. Alright, well,
AJ McMillan says I killed a llama.
oh no!
TA Gibby04 says you monster.
But there's, look, it's a baby! Alright, do you guys need me to come there?
AJ McMillan says kill the baby.
I'm not gonna do any sort of thing. Guys, look at that. Look at my underwater. It's not well hidden over here, but it's pretty cool.
Kill the wabbit. Kill the wabbit.
Alright, what are you guys doing? Do I want to come over there, or should I just stay doing what I'm doing? I don't think we kept the tunnel as high as it could have been. But that's okay, because now I don't think things can spawn in that aren't supposed to be there. Yeah, this is roomy. This is spacious. I don't feel claustrophobic. It's fine. There's my cat, though. My cat's down here underwater. I'm not sure that's a good idea. Alright, and in the meantime... We need a bed. We'll move our bed over here. That's fine. I don't know if it's nighttime. I think it is. Aww. Scar Cat's taking a nap with us. Scar Cat missed us. Yeah. Oh, guys, you want to see something that I'm... Well, hold on. I don't know if I can show it on stream or not. I'd have to show display capture. But you guys want to see something cool? I made a thing for stream, but I haven't finished the other assets for stream that I wanted to do. And I think I might actually like change this one a little bit because I realized it's actually pretty similar to a much more popular VTuber than me after the fact. Because I happened to find their stream and I was like, well shit, I don't want someone going, you copied them. So I'm not sure if let me pull it up. So I might tweak it a little bit, but I think it turned out really, really good. So I'm pretty happy with it. Regardless, you know, like if somebody actually cares that much to be like, you copied them. It's like, I mean, I know where they got the dance file, the MMD file from, and they didn't come up with it originally. So I guess we all copied each other, huh? Anyway, let me find it first. What? Oh, there it is. It's like, what did I call it? All right, you guys ready? Wait, that's weird. Why is it showing? It's showing both. Hold on. Is it supposed to be doing that? All right, let's do. That was weird. Okay. All right, guys, ready? I want to show you a thing. All right. A new BRB screen. Yeah. Hold on, I gotta turn my avatar off. My VC face off so you can see this. I thought this turned out pretty good. What do you guys think? it changes. Ta-da! Zavi? I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but thank you for the follow. I was pretty proud of this one. And then it kind of just goes back and forth, and it'll play through the song, and then it will hopefully loop. Hi! I don't know if you guys remember, do you guys remember Open Mic from Mixer? Like, 3 years ago, he was making songs, just like music tracks, and naming them after Mixer streamers, and he named this one after me, and I have the, and let me use it. So this song is called Scar by Open Mic. And it's so funny because like at the time I was like, I don't know if this really fits the vibe of my channel, and it's like, well, now it does. He knew my channel better than I did.
That's a lot of people.
Oh yeah, I suppose. It's like, I don't know if I want to do like, I have an idea for an opening screen. For my like getting ready screen, I have an idea. It's gonna be some work to make it happen, but I definitely I know what I want to make of it. It's just a matter of actually creating it, but I think I can do it. I think I know how. And it's like, this is really exciting for me that it's like I know how to make these things. I made this. This is me. You don't speak much English? That's okay. Just do your best. And if there's something you're not sure of, we'll try to help. Yeah, I don't. It's her name is May, but it's not like if you typed in MEI on the keyboard. It's like slightly different. But she's a Patreon and she makes a bunch of these MMD files. And so I'm one of her Patreons, so I can have access to these. It's the same thing that I've been posting to the couple that I did. I posted to Instagram and TikTok as well. Yeah, it's almost over, I think. And then the idea is that if I go on break, I'll just put it to where it's set to repeat. So then it'll just start over again. If it goes over the 4.5 minutes the song is, I think. I was really happy about it. And then I might, like, at some point I might swap out the dance file, you know, something like that. Thank you. Or swap it to where, like, it'll, like, slide over and everything you see on the left will be on the right if it repeats or something. Like, there's some more stuff I could do with this, I'm sure. But, yeah, I'm really proud of it. Is this thing, like, I'm not a graphic designer, and I'm not, like, I don't claim to be, like, a video editor or anything like that, and I made this entirely by myself.
I claim to be.
Like, I was just really excited about it. So, yeah. But I made all that with Camtasia. I used Camtasia years ago and then stopped using it because there was a hack to get around having to pay for the program. But then they figured out all the ways people were getting around having to buy it, so they made it where it's like, unless you like actually purchased it, it has a giant watermark on it, so I couldn't use it anymore. But it was always my favorite. And then I looked up and they had a student, like if you're a student, a university student, it was like $100 off. So we used Manana's student email address, and
She used me.
I did. And then so that's how we got it cheap enough, and it's the program I'm most comfortable with. So due to the server being unavailable, excuse you? Did you guys get kicked off too? Yeah, I made that in Camtasia, and then it's just a matter of like kind of understanding how the program works. So what I want to do is figure out That's the thing, like, guys, if there's things on my channel that you guys like and think would be good for a channel trailer, please clip it. Like, anything that you think might be good as a clip like all the time. Because I need a channel trailer. And I don't have one, and I don't have a lot of confidence in the clips that I do have. But channel trailers usually are supposed to be like 30 seconds to a minute long, and so I need to figure out a channel trailer. And then I know what I want to do for a starting soon screen. I'm not sure what I want to do for an ending screen. But I have some ideas for that too, so I'll just have to narrow down the idea. But I'm slowly adding stuff. I'm gonna start. Yeah, I'll probably have to restart. Which it's already midnight, guys. I probably need to end for the night. I'm gonna start developing lore for my VTuber character. Like, yeah, my VTuber is Scarberry. Like, it's the name that I've been streaming under for years. But my actual VTuber avatar is like, it's just kind of traditional for a VTuber that you know, you have a character. Like, there's some sort of backstory for your character, and there's lore and stuff like that. And so I have some ideas, and I'm gonna start building on it. And I'm really kind of hoping to kind of like bring that to like its full culmination around Halloween time. I think I have a really good idea. But that's going to take a lot of learning and stuff like that. But I'm excited. I'm really excited for things to come and developing things on this channel. And so the fact that you guys are here, I hope you guys stick around, and I hope you're here with me on this content creation journey of all the stuff that I'm learning and figuring out how to do. I'm missing a party! Well, shit. But it's not gonna let me, and it's midnight, and I gotta go. Maybe, well, I'll just come see what you guys are doing, because I feel like it might be illegal. And I need to look for somebody to raid anyways. Let us see. Oh, okay, so I know it's, do you guys want me to raid someone who's playing Minecraft, or can I raid a streamer that I really like and respect who's playing a game that I never finished? Which do you guys think? Or there's another VTuber who's playing Subnautica. Tagaby, you pick. You know, I can't make decisions. I mean, there's Jeff who's playing Minecraft, but we literally just raided him last time I streamed. Okay, so we'll raid Subnautica. Let me make sure she's live. Link into tab. All right, what are you guys doing in here?
Press T or return to open chat.
Hi, kitty. Wait, did I actually sleep, or what time of day is it?
Respawn point set.
Oh.
You can only sleep at night.
Oh, okay. Hold on. TP self to Gibby. What are you guys doing? Don't run away from me. What are you guys doing? AJ, what are you doing? Where are you? And what nonsense are you guys getting up to? Did you guys scatter? You're like, quick, it's the feds, scatter. Is that what just happened? I think that's what just happened.
AJ McMillan says dacing.
Dacing.
AJ McMillan says in the party room.
Oh, nice. Okay, I forgot about this room. This is a good room. All right. Let me double check to make sure they are actually streaming. They are. This is exciting. All right, we're gonna go raid. Their name is Nixena. They're another VTuber. I met them because of Team SideQuest. They are a member of Team SideQuest, but I met them in the Discord. Really, really nice person. So Nixena _T. Guys, thanks for hanging out with me. This was a lot of fun. I hope you guys have a good night. I should be back on Thursday.
TA Gibby 04 says good night.
Good night. Yeah, guys, take care of yourselves, and hopefully I'll see you guys on Thursday. Thursday will still be Outriders because we haven't finished the story yet. But this weekend, let's continue with Minecraft. This was fun. Unless you guys want me to try to finish Resident Evil 7 in a day or something, we'll figure it out. But we'll talk in the Discord real quick. This is the Discord link in case anybody wanted to join it. There we go. All right, guys, take care of yourselves, and I will see you guys, hopefully see you guys next time. Yeah, okay, bye!